Before we begin, pause for a second and imagine this. You are standing at the starting line of your journey. You are excited, you are nervous, you feel motivated, but also confused. You don't know exactly how things will turn out, but you believe that if you work hard, everything will magically fall into place. That was me when I started. And if you are watching this video right now, there is a big chance that this is you too. Today, I want to share something very personal with you. This is not a motivational speech copied from a book. This is not advice I learned overnight. These are lessons I learned through mistakes, frustration, self-doubt, and slow progress. These are 5 things I truly wish I knew when I started. If someone had told me these earlier, I would have saved years of confusion, stress, and wasted energy. So please watch this till the end, because one of these lessons might completely change how you see your journey. When I started, I believed that motivation was everything. I thought successful people were always motivated. I thought they woke up every day feeling excited and ready to conquer the world. I thought if I could just stay motivated, I would succeed faster. But reality hit me hard. Motivation is not stable. Some days you feel unstoppable, and some days you don't even want to get out of bed. And that is normal. The real secret is not motivation. The real secret is discipline. Discipline is what carries you forward when motivation disappears. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the work on boring days, on tired days, and on days when no one is watching. I wish I knew that success is built on boring consistency, not on emotional highs. If I had understood this earlier, I would not have blamed myself on low energy days. I would have simply continued. Another thing I wish I knew when I started is that progress is much slower than you expect, but much faster than you think if you don't quit. At the beginning, I expected quick results. I thought if I gave my best for a few weeks or months, I would see big changes. When that didn't happen, I felt disappointed. I felt like I was failing. What no one tells you is that the early stage feels invisible. You are growing, but you cannot see it yet. Like planting a seed, the real work is happening underground. You don't see roots forming, but they are. If you quit too early, you never see the plant grow. I wasted so much time feeling frustrated just because my timeline did not match reality. If I had known that slow progress is normal, I would have stayed calmer and more focused. I also wish I knew that comparison is one of the biggest confidence killers. When I started, I constantly compared myself to people who were already far ahead. I compared my beginning to their middle, or even their end. I looked at their success, their skills, their lifestyle, and I felt small. I felt behind. What I did not understand was that everyone has a different starting point, different resources, different struggles, different pace. Comparison made me forget my own growth. It made me ignore how far I had already come. The moment I stopped comparing and started focusing on becoming better than yesterday, everything changed. Growth became personal. Peace increased. Confidence slowly returned. I wish I knew earlier that comparison steals joy and delays progress. Another powerful lesson I learned late is that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. In the beginning, I was afraid of making mistakes. I wanted everything to be perfect. I delayed action because I didn't want to fail. But perfection is an illusion. You learn by doing wrong things, not by waiting. Every mistake teaches you something valuable if you are willing to learn. Some of my biggest lessons came from moments I once felt embarrassed about. Failure does not mean you are not good enough. It means you are trying. If I had understood this earlier, I would have taken more risks and learned much faster. Fear of failure keeps many people stuck. Once you accept it as a teacher, not an enemy, you become unstoppable. I also wish I knew that clarity comes from action, not thinking. I spent a lot of time overthinking. I wanted the perfect plan, the perfect time, the perfect idea. I believed I needed to know everything before I started. But the truth is, you figure things out as you move forward. Action creates clarity. When you start, you learn what works and what doesn't. You learn what you enjoy and what you don't. Waiting for clarity is just another form of fear. Once I started taking imperfect action, things became clearer, step by step. I wish someone had told me that you don't need to see the whole staircase, just the next step. As time passed, I also realized that consistency beats intensity. At the start, I would work extremely hard for a short time, then burn out. I thought giving 100% for a few days was enough. But real progress comes from small actions repeated daily. Even 30 minutes a day, done consistently, can change your life over time. Consistency builds trust with yourself. It builds skills. It builds momentum. I wish I had focused less on doing everything at once and more on building simple daily habits. Another important thing I learned is that not everyone will understand your journey, and that is okay. When you start something new, people may doubt you. Some may discourage you. Some may not take you seriously. At first, this hurt me deeply. I wanted support from everyone. I wanted validation. But over time, I realized that your journey is yours. You don't need approval to move forward. Sometimes silence and self-belief are more powerful than external praise. I wish I knew earlier that being misunderstood is part of growth. I also wish I knew how important it is to take care of your mental and physical health. At the beginning, I thought working nonstop was the only way. I ignored rest. I ignored balance. Eventually, it caught up with me. Burnout slows you down more than rest ever will. Taking breaks is not laziness. It is maintenance. A healthy mind thinks better. A healthy body performs better. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. I wish I had respected my energy earlier. Another lesson that changed everything for me was understanding that learning never stops. I thought once I reached a certain level, I would feel confident forever. But growth requires constant learning. Skills evolve. Challenges change. Staying curious keeps you relevant and adaptable. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by how much I didn't know, I learned to enjoy the process of learning. If I had embraced this mindset earlier, I would have grown faster and with less stress.
I also learned that saying no is a powerful skill. At the beginning, I said yes to everything. I didn't want to miss opportunities. But not every opportunity is meant for you. Saying yes to the wrong things takes time away from the right ones. Learning to protect your time and energy is essential. Focus creates results. I wish I had understood the value of selective focus earlier. One of the deepest lessons I learned is that self-belief is built, not born. I used to think confident people were just naturally confident. But confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself, when you do what you said you would do, when you show up even when it's hard. Every small win builds trust within you. I wish I had known that confidence is a result of action, not a requirement to start. Looking back, I realized that the journey is not just about reaching a goal. It's about who you become along the way. The struggles shape you. The delays teach patience. The challenges build strength. If I could talk to my younger self, I wouldn't rush him. I would tell him to breathe, to trust the process, and to keep going. If you are at the beginning of your journey right now, I want you to know something important. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Every expert was once a beginner. Every confident person was once unsure. The only difference is they didn't quit. Remember, you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start to become better. Take small steps. Stay consistent. Be patient with yourself. Learn from mistakes. Protect your energy. Believe in your growth, even when results are slow. If this video helped you even a little, then my mistakes were worth sharing. Your journey matters. Your effort matters. And one day, you will look back and be proud that you didn't give up. Stay focused. Stay patient. And most importantly, keep going.